जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन काले बाजारों में धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
धन के चोर नहीं होंगे, धन के चोर नहीं होंगे।
मदिरा के सौदाई जिस दिन चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
चारों ओर नहीं होंगे, चारों ओर नहीं होंगे।
अंडे मांस के खाने वाले रिश्वतखोर नहीं होंगे, जिस दिन सच कहने वालों के दिल कमजोर नहीं होंगे। भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, ओ भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वीर शहीदों की कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी।
देश के हित में सब कुछ देने वालों की पूजा होगी,
की पूजा होगी, की पूजा होगी।
उधम भगत सुभाष की जब कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, वीर शिरोमणि लक्ष्मीबाई रानी की पूजा होगी। जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
So this morning we'll go straight into Sandhya. If you have your Vedic Aradhana, please join us.
Okay.
We'll begin with Om 3 times, followed by the Gayatri mantra, and then we'll go into Sandhya.
Please join in as we chant Om, everyone. Om Bhurvubhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Atha Sandhyopasana Vidhi. We will now do Achman by sipping water. Om Amrito Pasaranamase Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamase Swaha. Om Satyam Yasha Shri Mai Shri Shretam Swaha. Angasparsha mantra. Om Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyo Rabhisravantu Naha. At this point, we thank God for these wonderful limbs and organs as we touch with water and bless our organs and limbs. Om Vak Vak, Om Pranaha Pranaha, Om Chakshush Chakshu, Om Shrotram Shrotram, Om Nabhi, Om Hridayam, Om Kantraha, Om Shiraha, Om Bahubhyam Yashobalam, Om Karatala Prishte. Once again, we do our Marjana mantra. Om Bhuhu Punatu Shirasi, Om Bhuvaha Punatu Netrayoha, Om Swaha Punatu Kante, Om Maha Punatu Hridaye, Om Janaha Punatu Nabhyam, Om Tapaha Punatu Padayo, Om Satyam Punatu Punashirasi, Om Kham Brahma Punatu Sarvatra. Now, we take 3 deep breaths, reviving our system with these deep breaths, and we exhale chanting these mantras. Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam. Another deep breath. Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam. Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam. Aga Marshana mantra. Om Ritan cha Satyam cha Bhidha tapasodhya jayata Tato Ratraya jayata Tataha Samudro Arnavaha. Om Samudra Darnavadadhi संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधद् विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी ॐ सूर्यचन्द्रमसौधाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमतो स्वाहा
ॐ शन्नो देवीरविष्टय
आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिस्रवन्तु नः
मनसा परिक्रमा मंत्र ॐ
प्राचीदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्या ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् वेश्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तमो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितर ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तमो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ प्रतीची दिग्वरुणो धिपति प्रीडाहु रक्षितानमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् वेश्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तमो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ उदीची दिक्सोमो धिपति स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् वेश्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तमो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता विरुधैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् वेश्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तमो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिग्बृहस्पति रधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तमो जम्भे दद्मः Now we come to the Upasthana mantras. After chanting all these mantras, we feel that connection from deep within to that divine being that resides within all of us. Let us tap into that and feel that connection as we chant these three mantras. Om Udvayam Tamasaspari Swaha Pashyanta Uttaram Devam Devatra Suryam Aganmajyotiruttamam Om Udatyam Jata Virasam देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानां मुदगानलीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्य अग्निः आप्राद्या पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्या आत्मा जगतस्तस्तुश्च स्वाहा ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्छुक्रम् उच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रभवाम शरदः शतम् अदीनाः स्याम शरदः शतात् भूयश्च शरदः शतात् ॐ शन्नो देवीरविष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिस्रवन्तु नः
अथ ब्राह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरुमन्त्र ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् समर्पणवाक्यम् हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन
नमस्कार
ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च. And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies the burning hearts of balm. Thy blessings in my right desires shine. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Iti Sankhyoupasana Vidhi Samapta. We have come to the end of Sandhya. We'll now come together in a transition bhajan while we have the Yajman come on at the Vedi, and all those who will be doing Havan, you may come on stage.
Okay, so join me. If you can, let us join on page 5 of our Atmagit in this very beautiful bhajan, Aaj Mile Sab Geet Gao, which says, let us all come together to sing and to express our thanks unto that Lord whose glory and fame all noble and pious men and women continuously sing. आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद जिसका यश नित गाते हैं कंदर्भ गुनी जन धन्यवाद आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद मंदिरों में कंदरों में पर्वतों के शिखर पर मंदिरों में कंदरों में पर्वतों के शिखर पर देते हैं लगातार सौ बार मुनिवर धन्यवाद आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद कोई में तालाब में से दुखी गहरी दार में कोई में तालाब में से दुखी गहरी दार में प्रेम रस में प्रेत होकर ते है चल चर धन्यवाद आज मिल सब गीत गाओ
उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद
शादियों में जलसयों में यज और उत्सव के शादियों में जलसयों में यज और उत्सव के मीत स्वर से चाहिए कर नारी नर सब धन्यवाद आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद In temples, in caves, and on the peaks of mountains, all the sages repeatedly express their gratitude. We too have come here today to express our gratitude. Let us all, at this point, join together on page 42 of our Vedic Aradhana as we chant the Sankalpa to mark our intention and this moment of time at which our Yajna will commence. According to our Vikram Samvat, our Hindu Panchanga or calendar, we are currently in the month of Ashadha on this Dashami Tithi or 10th lunar day in the Krishna Paksha, that is the dark half or the waning phase of the moon. Our Hindu year is Vikram Samvat 2081. Surya or the sun at this time is tracing a southward movement in the northern hemisphere. Our current season is Grishma or summer. Today is Ravivar or Sunday, and we're performing Deva Yajna, following in the lineage of Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati ji. Today's Tithi began at 2:49 a.m. this morning and will conclude at 12:56 a.m. tomorrow morning. ॐ तत्सत् अद्य श्री ब्रह्मणो द्वितीये प्रहरार्धे सप्तमे वैवस्वते मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथमचरणे विंशतिः एकादशीतिः विक्रमी संवत् दक्षिणायने ग्रीष्म ऋतौ कृष्णपक्षे आषाढमासे दशमी तिथौ रविवार दिवसे अश्विनी नक्षत्रे सिंह लग्ने सर्वर्थ सिद्धि योग मुहूर्ते अमेरिका देशांतर्गते न्यूयॉर्क प्रांते क्वींस जनपदे ब्रायवुड नगरे आर्य स्पिरिचुअल सेंटर आर्य समाज मंदिरम स्थाने देवयज्ञ कर्म करनाय दयानंद गोत्रोत्पन्नस्य श्रीमतः भवन्तं पुरोहितं वृणे. May Paramatma shower Ashirwad in a form of goodness, prosperity and joy on our Yajmanis, on all of us connected to this morning's Yajna. Om Satyah Santu Yajmananam Kama. I will now invite our Pandita Nirvani Prashaji to join all of us in this morning's Havan. Panditaji.
Namaste all. If you're joining us here in Mandir today, or if you're joining us online, we welcome you to today's Havan. And we hope that whatever your desires are for joining in this special Havan today, we hope that those desires are fulfilled. As some of you are aware, June is the month of Alzheimer's awareness. And today we dedicate our service to our minds, as we do know that there is a connection between that cognitive awareness and Alzheimer's. So as we all were put in that frame of mind from Sandhya, we hope that our minds are clear at this time to accept the energy that will be emitted from today's Havan. Atha Achmanam. Sipping water. Om Amritot Pasaranamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Piranamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashaha Shrimai Shri Shrayatam Swaha. And now as we take water in our left palm and touching with our 2 fingers from our right hand, we touch our limbs and we ask, O God, from here on, may our limbs perform their required functions from day to day. First our mouth, then our nostrils from right to left, eyes from right to left, ears from right to left, arms from right to left, our thighs, and then all over our body. Om Vamyaseastu. Om Nasurme Pranavastu. Om Akshurme Chakshurastu. Om Karyurme Shrotramastu. Om Bhavarme Balamastu. Om Urdhvam Ojurastu. Om Arishtani Megani तनुस्तनुवा मे सह सन्तु Ishwar Stuti Pratana mantras, and in these mantras we're saying, O God, a learned person should chant and give the meaning may this radiant divinity, cause of all manifestations in the universe, remove from us all impurities and endow us with all that is noble. O God, the bearer of luminous bodies and the Lord of all beings, was present from the beginning. He sustains the earth and all radiant regions. May we, O God, as we sit here, contemplate on the nature of that blissful being with devotion. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadhadram Tana Asuva Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartadagre Bhutasya Jatah Patirekasi Saradhar Prithivindhyamute Tasmai Devaya Vishavideva Om Ya Atmara Baladayasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityu Tasmai Devaya Vishavideva Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahekvaika Idraja Jagato Babuva Ya Ishe Asya Dviparascha Tushpara Tasmai Devaya Vishavideva Om Yena Rugra Prithvi Chatrira Yena Swasavitam Yena Nakaha Yo Antarishe Rajaso Vimanaha Tasmai Devaya Vishavideva Om Prajapati Natvadevtanyanyo Vishwajatani Parita Babhuva Yatamaste Juhastano Astu Vayam Syama Patayorayinam Om Sano Bandhurjanita Savidata Dhamani Veda Bhuvanani Vishwa Yatra Deva Amritamanashanas Sritiye Dhaman Naderayanta Om Agni Naya Supataray Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yo Jasmad Juranameno Bhuyishtante Nama Utim Videva Ataha Swasti Vachanam. And with these chantings we sing in praise of the Great One, who is the source of all light, who existed before creations, who is the first teacher of all material and spiritual knowledge, who is worthy of contemplation at all times, and who is the provider of all beautiful and precious things. O Supreme God, source of all knowledge, we beg of you to enlighten us with true knowledge as a father enlightens his son. Om Agnimire Purohitam Yajasya Devaridvijam Hotaram Ratnadatamam Om Sanapite Vasunavegni Supayano Bhava Sajaswana Swastaye Om स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भग स्वस्ति देवादितिर्नर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो ददातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतु नः ॐ स्वस्ति वायुमुप्रब्रह्मामहे सोमन् स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्ति आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुर्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्तरिभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रा पात्वं हसा ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति ना इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधिः ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्यचन्द्रमसा विवा पुनर्दथा जानता संगमे मही अतः शान्तिकरणम्. And as we chant these Shanti mantras today, some of us are sitting to celebrate our birthdays, some sitting to celebrate a graduation, a huge milestone, and some of us are sitting because we have just overcome an illness, or we're in the process of overcoming an illness. As we know, Bhai Kishore lost his sister during this past week. We're sitting for prayers, asking for peace. In whatever capacity we're sitting here today, we all are asking for peace. And as we chant these mantras, may that peace be inspired in us, and may we help to share that peace with the person sitting next to us. Om Shana Indragni Bhavatamahobi Shana Indra Varunaratabhavya Shamindra Soma Suvitaya Shanyo Shana Indra Pushana Vajasato Om Shano Bhagava Shamona Shanso Astu Shanaha Puranir Shamu Santuraya Shanaha Satyasya Suryamasya Shansava Shano Aryama Purujatu Astu Om Shano Dhata Shamudhartano Astu Shana Uruchi Bhavatu Swadhabi Chandro Rasi Brihati Shano Adrihi Shano Devanam Suhavani Santu Om Shano Agnir Jyotirniko Astu Shana Mitra Varuna Vashvinasham Shanaha Sukritam Sukritani Santu Shanaha Ishiro Abhivadu Vata Om Shano Dhyava Prithvi Purvahutau Shamantariksham Drishayeno Astu Shana Ushadir Varino Bhavantu Shano Rajasaspatirastu Jishnu Om Shana Indro Vasubhidevo Astu Shamaditya Yeva Karunashu Shamsa Shano Rudro Rudrebhir Jalasha Shanastvasvagna Virihashrinotu Om शनः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शनव्रवाणः शमुसन्तु यज्ञाः शनः स्वरुणा मितयो भवन्तु शनः प्रस्वः शमुवस्तु वेदिः. As we chant the Shiva Sankal mantras, O God, we just ask for peace, and we know that peace can only come through our mind and through the control of our minds. So at this time, we ask that, O God, the celestial entity, the mind, which goes far when one is awake and wanders similarly when he is asleep, and which travels far and wide, and the only light of all lights, O God, may that mind of mine, in fact, may our minds always be possessed of noble intentions. That mind which inspires patient, wise men to perform noble deeds, which is mysterious and seated in the innermost recess of all human beings, O God, may that mind be possessed only of noble intentions. Om Yajagrato Duramudeti Devam Pedu Suptasyate Deveti Duram Brahmam Jyotisham Jyotirekam Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yena Dharmanya Paso Manishino Yache Krinavanti Vinudeshu Dhira Yajapurvam Yakshamantah Prajanam Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yat Prajanamutcheto Bridishcha Yajyotirata Amritam Prajasu Yasmadrite Kinchana Karma Kriyate Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yeniram Bhutam Bhuvanam Bhavishyat Parigrhitam Amritena Sarvam Yena Yastayate Saptavota Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Yasmin Richa Samayajushi Yasmin Pratyashrita Ratnavivara Yasmin Chitam Sarvotam Prajanam Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Susharatir Rashvani Vayam Manushya Nenye Vishubhirvachineva Hritpratishtam Vyarjiram Chavishtam Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. Sanaha Pasva Shangave Sham Janaya Shamarvate Chandrajano Shadhibiyaha. And now we offer prayer for fearlessness. May the atmosphere give us peace and safety, and may both heaven and earth be secure for us. May we be free from fear from the west and the east. May there be no fear from the north and the south. May we be fearless of our friends and even those who are unfriendly to us. May we never be fearful of those who know and even those we do not know. May we remain free from any apprehensiveness by night and by day, and may all directions be friendly unto us. Om Abhayam Naha Kartyantariksham Abhayam Bhyava Prithvi Yuhime Abhayam Paschat Abhayam Purastad Dudharat Abhayat Abhayam Noastu Om Abhayam Mitra Abhayam Mitra Abhayam Chatar Abhayam Parosha Abhayam Nattam Abhayam Divana Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Iti Sankshephataha Shanti Karanam Ataha Agni Pradiparam. May we all stand to kindle this fire. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Dhyauriva Bhumna Prithviva Varimna Tasyaste Prithvi Devayajani Prishte Agni Manadamana Dhyayadade. Fanning up the fire with both arms. Om Udbhurya Swagni Pratijagrahi Twamishta Purte Samskrite Tamayancha Asmin Saraste Ajutarasmin Vishwe Deva Yajamanascha Sidata. May we take our seats. Offering of 3 Samadha at this time. Om Ayantayidma Atma Jata Virastede Haswakart Haswachira Vardaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanade Nasamedhaya Swaha Idamagni Jata Vedase Idam Namama Om Samidhagnim Duvasyata Gritaya Bhodayata Titim Asmin Havya Johotana Om Susamidhaya Shochishe Gritam Tivram Johotana
अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा
इदमग्ने
जातवेदसे इदं नाममा
ॐ तन्त्वा समिद्भिरङ्गिरो
घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहश्चोचाय विष्णय स्वाहा
इदमग्ने अङ्गिरसे
इदं नाममा
O Panchagritahuti, 5 ghee offerings. Om Ayante
Mahatma Jatavedasene Yasvavarna Swacheda Varnaya Jasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadena Samedhaya Swaha
इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदं नाममा
Tayetma Atma Jatavedase Niryasvavarnasvacheda Varnaya Jasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadena Samedhaya Swaha
Idamagni
Jatavedase Idam Namama
Om Ayante
Mahatma Jatavedase Niryasvavarnasvacheda Varnaya Jasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadena Samedhaya Swaha
Idamagni Jatavedase
Idam Namama
Om Ayante
Mahatma Jatavedase Niryasvavarnasvacheda Varnaya Jasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadena Samedhaya Swaha
Idamagni Jatavedase
Idam Namama
5th time. Om Ayante Mahatma
Jatavedase Niryasvavarnasvacheda Varnaya Jasman Prajaya Pashubir Brahma Varchase Nanadena Samedhaya Swaha
Idamagni Jatavedase
Idam Namama
Ataha Jal Sachintana. Sprinkling of water in the 4 cardinal directions, first in the east, the west, the northern directions, and then from the southern direction in a clockwise manner. Om Adite Manyaswa. Om Anumate Manyaswa. Om Saraswati Manyaswa. Om Deva Savita Prasuyajam
Patim Magaya Devyo Gandharva Ketapu Ketamna Punatu Vachaspatir Vachamna Swaratu.
We continue with ghee offerings at this time. Om Agne Swaha. Idam Agne
Idam Namama Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idam Namama Om Prajapate Swaha Idam Prajapate Idam Namama Om Indraya Swaha Indraya Idam Namama
ghee and samagri at this time.
Om Surya Jyotir Jyoti Surya Swaha Om Surya Savitra सजुरत्रिर्वज्य स्वाहा ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योतिः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरुषसेरवत्या जोषानः सूर्यो वेदु स्वाहा.
Continue with ghee and samagri.
ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा
Silent offering.
ॐ स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरात्रिर्वत्या जोषानो अग्निर्वेदु स्वाहा ॐ भुरगे प्राणाय स्वाहा इदमग्ने प्राणाय इदन्नाममा ॐ भूर्वायवे पानाय स्वाहा इदं वायवे पानाय इदन्नाममा ॐ सुरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदन्नाममा ॐ भूर्भुवः सुरग्नि वायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापान व्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापान व्यानेभ्यः इदन्नाममा ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोमृतं ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरो स्वाहा ॐ यामेनां देवगणा पितरश्चोपासते तयामा मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर् दुरितानि परासुवा यथाद्रं तनासुवा स्वाहा ॐ अग्निनय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विश्वान् योयोजस्मच्छुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा.
And now I invite Pandit Prakash ji to do our special mantras for today.
Thank you very much, Panita Nirvani and Bahan Vedavati and all of those of you who have chanted and engaged in bringing such a serene atmosphere in this Monday or this morning. As we chant these special mantras this morning, sitting around the Vedi, we have a number of different events that we are observing and celebrating. We experience the dualities of life. And in some of these that are sitting here this morning, we will discuss the dualities of life. We ask that you offer ghee alone for these mantras. The Pavamana Ahuti, praying for purification in our entire system, our thoughts, our emotions, and in our actions and interactions. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Agna Ayumshi Pavasa Asurvo Jamisham Chanaha Ade Badhasva Duchunam Swaha Idamagnaye Pavamanaya Idanna Mama Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Agnirdishihi Pavamanaha Panchajanyah Purohitah Tamimahe Mahagayam Swaha Idamagnaye Pavamanaya Idanna Mama ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अग्ने पवस्वा स्वपा अस्मे वर्चः सुवीर्यं ददध्रै मयि पौषं स्वाहा इदमग्नये पावमानाय इदन्न मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः प्रजापते नत्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यकामस्ते जोहमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीनां स्वाहा idam prajapataye idanna mama. We'll offer just 2 mantras from Ashtajahuti for auspiciousness. Om Tvanuagne Varunasya Vidvan Devasya Hedlo Vayasisishthaha Yajishtho Vahane Tamaha Shoshuchano Vishwa Dveshansi Pramamudhyasmat Swaha idamagnai varunabhyam idanna mama om bhavatanah samannasau sachetasavare pasau mayajam himsistham mayajim patim jatavedasau shiva bhavatamadyanah swaha idam jatavedobhyam idanna mama. In discussing the dualities of life, today we memorialize a few of our members, families who passed away over the past 2 weeks. We think of our brother Bhai Kishore and his entire family who are currently experiencing the loss of his sister, their sister, Bahan Rohini, who was tragically involved in an accident, passed away last week. Her Pati Parameshwar, Pandit Sarvanand Dayal, is also experiencing some setbacks from this accident and is currently in hospital. We think of Bahan Rohini. We think of the father of Bahan Lakshmi and Bahan Pratima. This father who passed away and was cremated in Schenectady a few days ago, Bahan Lakshmi, is a daughter-in-law of Pandit Ravi and Pandita Bharati. She is married to one of their nephews. And Bahan Pratima and her husband, they are serving in the Samaj in Schenectady. We pray for the soul of these who've passed away. And on Saturday, Shrimati Sirmati Prasad, her cousin's husband, passed away. And as we say prayers for these souls, we ask God that wherever these souls are at this time, may the Paramatma continue to bless those souls and bless the bereaved family who are experiencing this loss at this time. If there is anyone who would like to offer some mantras on behalf of Bhai Kishore's sister Pandita Nirvani and Bhai Ro, you can offer. Om Ajo Bhagastapasa tam tapasva tam te shochistapatu tam te archi yaste shivastanvo jata vedas tabhirbhainam sukratamulokam swaha. O deceased, may your soul become energetic and brilliant through austerity. May your soul be blessed and reborn to reside among those virtuous and righteous souls. Om tapaswaye anadrishyas tapasaye swaraya yuhu tapoye chakshire mahas tam shirevapi gachatat swaha. The mantra is saying, they who are indestructible and who have attained a pleasant life through penance, and also they who have gone through great austerity, among those souls, may your soul be reborn. ॐ ये युधन्ते प्रधानेषु शूरासु ये तनुत्यजः ये वा सहस्रा दक्षिणास्तांश्चिरेव पिगच्छता स्वाहा. May this soul proceed to dwell either among those souls who have left their bodies while fighting for just causes on the battlefield or elsewhere, or among those who have been very charitable and who have performed auspicious and righteous acts. Thank you very much. Om. At this time, we have amongst us an ardent member, a long surviving member of this mandir, foundation member, Bhai Rohan Subnarayan. Bhai Rohan suffered a setback in his health, a challenge in his health recently. We are all very happy to see Bhai Rohan and Bahenji here today at this mandir, along with their son Adin and his children, Bhai Ro. I remember when I first met you in the 1980s. We were much younger. Adin was probably about 9 or 10 years old. Today, Adin has his own kids approaching those ages. We have gone through a lot of difficulties and we have celebrated events in this mandir. And we are very happy to see you here today. As we grow older, we will all experience some challenges in our health. But we thank God today that you have come and you're with us today. And for all those souls who are experiencing some challenge in their lives, physically, mentally, or emotionally, we chant these mantras and we pray for their health. Om Triambakam Yajamhe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityor Mokshya Mamrita Swaha. Om Triambakam Yajamhe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityor Mokshya Mamrita Swaha. Om Triambakam Yajamhe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityor Mokshya Mamrita Swaha. Bhai Ro, especially for you, we chant these next mantras and we pray that, oh God, you are the protector of all, protect my body. Oh God, you are the bestower of long life. Grant me long life. And oh God, you are the form of knowledge. And if there is any other deficiency physically in my body, may you remove those illnesses and those deficiencies. And also from my family, may you help them to help me as I progress in my health challenges. Om Tanupa Agne Asi Tanvan Me Pahi Swaha. Om Ayurda Agne Asi Ayur Me Dhehi Swaha. Om Varchuda Agne Asi Varchu Me Dehi Swaha. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Unam Tannan Aprinaha Swaha. Bhai Ro, if it's possible, if I can ask everyone to stand on stage. Just stand and just step back a little. And I'll ask Bhai Ro and Bahen to stand in the middle there. And today, Byron, I'm going to ask you to thank Bahen for being at your side in these. Give each one of them one for me, please. You guys step back a little. Just step back a little. Come in the middle there, Byron. Thanking her. And we thank our spouses in our times of challenges, when we are experiencing especially health challenges. They have stood side by side with us. And today you thank her for being there with you, working along with you and the family to restore you to better health. You take a garland and you give her a garland. And Bhairo, you will garland her first today. Om Samanjantu Vishve Deva Samapo Hridayanino Samatarishvasam Dhata Samudeshri Dadhatuno Swaha. Garland her, Bahen. Garland him, Bahen. And we thank you for coming here this morning, bringing the grandchildren and Adi, and coming that we can be with you in these times of challenges. All right, I'm going to add in, take a garland your dad with the grandchildren. And then I'm going to ask everyone to quickly sit again as we continue. Om Sabhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu. Om Sabhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu. You guys sit again. Sit. Bhai Rishi, can you come up on the manda, please? We have a few birthday celebrants here this morning. We have the grandson of Bahan Noreen, who is celebrating his 18th birthday, Ryan. And he is also graduated from high school. It's always heart-embracing for us when we see that our young people have gone and they're excelling in their education, in their capacities in education. And today, go closer to the thing. Bhai Rishi, come closer, take the ghee. Bahan child, come near to him, please. Bhai Rish, we chant these mantras for you and for Ryan. Give Ryan the ghee also. Go closer to the Vedi so you can make proper offering into the fire. And as you celebrate your individual birthdays, we ask that may God continue to bless both of you. Bless you, bless Bahan, child there with you, walking side by side with you. And we ask God to bless all of you who are celebrating today. As you make these offerings, may we come again and again to celebrate with you. Om Indra Jiva Surya Jiva Deva Jiva Jivayasam Sarvamayur Jivayasam Swaha. Om Suchaksha Aham Akshibhyam Bhuyasam Suvarcha Mukhena Shushuta Kanabhyam Bhuyasam Swaha. Om Sanmasyantantu Marutaha Sampusha Sambrihaspatihi Samaya Agnihi Sinchantuhu Prajachadhinacha Dhirgamayuhu Kinotume Swaha. In all of these mantras, Ayuhu, the word Ayuhu has occurred in all of these, praying that may God bless you with long life. Om Trayusham Jamala Agne Pakasya Pasya Trayusham Yadeveshu Trayusham Tannovastu Trayusham Swaha. Om Tachakshur Devahitam Purusha Chukramut Sharat Pashima Sharadaha Shatam जीवेम शरदः शतं शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतं अदीनः स्याम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतं स्वाहा. And follow for all of you, Bhairo, offer a little ghee at this time too for this mantra. It says, may you consume food that promotes life, long life, strength, and intellect. And may you always enjoy peace and tranquility in all of your endeavors. Offer. Om Shatam Jiva Sharadahu Shvardhamanaha Shatam Hemanta Chatamu Vasantam Shatam Indragni Savita Brihaspatihi Shatayusha Havishaman Punarduhu Swaha. All right, we will stand once again very quickly. And Bhairish, you and Benchal, come in the center there. Take these two garlands. Whenever we celebrate birthdays of each of our spouses, this is an act that we always perform. And we give it to when you've seen this, and we chant this mantra. And we ask God to bless both of you with long life and continued happiness, good health. Om Samanjantu Vishve Deva Samapo Hridayanino Samatarishva Samdhata Samudeshtri Dadatuno Swaha. Garland her, thanking her for being there along with you, with the children and the grandchildren, and continuing in this work. Ryan, please go and stand there. Hirish and Manchal, stand there, Ryan. And I want you to take that ghee. You will make one circumambulation very quickly. And then your nanny and your brothers, friends, and your garland. Or his dad? Oh, he's here? Come, hi. Ryan, this mantra says, slowly we'll go around this fire. And this mantra says that may God bless you. That good children, we always aspire that our children listen to their parents. And be a good child, not just a moment, I'll tell you when. Not only to their parents, but to the community. Because when you go out there, you represent your nanny, your dad, your mom, and the entire family. And so as you go out and you interact in the world, be aware, be cognizant of how you behave in the community. Om Somodhenum Somvadavantamashum Somo Viryam Karmanyam Dadati Sadanyam Vidhatyam Sabheyam Pitri Shravanam Yudadashadasme Swaha. Make an offering. Stand right there and make offerings every time I say Swaha. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha. Om Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha. Om Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha. Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Ryan, be a good child to your parents. Honor your mom and dad as if they're godlike figures, and even your nanny. Honor them. Be a good child, and they will garland you, and we'll all bless you. Bhairo, Panta, just sprinkle some water on them, on all of them. Bhairohan, Bhairishi, everyone. Om Sabhagyamastom Shubham Bhavatu. Om Sabhagyamastom Shubham Bhavatu. Om Sabhagamastom Shubham Bhavatu. Garland him quickly. Dad, garland him. Touch Nanny's feet. Take her blessings. Om Sabhagamastom Shubham Bhavatu. Om Swasti Om Swasti Om Svasti. And then we'll all sit, and Pantanirvani, it's over to you to continue the yajna. I thank you, all of you, for your tolerance and your patience as we honor our guests here today who've come, or yajamans who've come to sit with us and perform Havan. And in all the dualities of our lives, we've experienced that here today.
Thank you, Pandit Prakash. Ghee offerings, Purnahuti Ragaravaj mantras. Om Agne Swaha Iram Agne Irannamava Om Somaya Swaha Iram Somaya Irannamava Om Prajapati Swaha Iram Prajapati Irannamava Om Indraya Swaha Iram Indraya Irannamava Om Bhuragne Swaha Iram Agne Irannamava Om Bhurvayave Swaha Iram Vayave Irannamava Om Suradityaya Swaha Iramadityaya Irannamava Om Bhurbhuva Suragni Vayavaditevyaha Swaha Iramagni Vayavaditevyaha Irannamava Ataha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. And I ask that we all sit up and participate. We all chant in this mantra so that we can get that energy. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yana Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tasaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yana Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tasaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yana Prachodayat Swaha हे दयालु परमात्मन, आप अपने असीम कृपा से हमारे सदा रक्षा करते हैं। आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है। अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठ और सुप्रसिद्ध है। आप सर्वोत्तम, शुद्ध, पवित्र और ज्ञान स्वरूप है। आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है। आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की खान है। आपका हम प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और हमें विवेकशीलता, धारणावती मेधा, सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करें। सृष्टकृतहुति मोहन भोग मंत्र। ओम यद्यस्य कर्मणोऽत्यरीरिषं यद्वायुर्नविहाकरम् अग्निष्टसृष्टकृद्विद्या सर्वं सृष्टं सौतं करोतु मे
अग्नये सृष्टकृते सहुतहुते सर्वप्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनां कामानां समर्थयित्रे सर्वानां कामान् समर्थय स्वाहा इदमग्नये सृष्टकृते इदं नामः.
Ghee offering only for the silent mantra. Om Swaha Iram Prajapatyate Iram Namama. May we all stand for Purnahuti. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. And now, so that we can really absorb the energy from today's offerings, please take some ghee between your fingers. You can put down there. Take some ghee within your fingers and rub them together. As we do Mukha Sparsha. And I'm going to ask you to follow Pandita Shivi. Om Tanupagneyasi Tanva me pahi Om Ayudagneyasi Ayur me dehi Om Varchodagneyasi Varcho me dehi Om Agneyanvi Tanva Poonam Tanva Apranam Savita Adhatu Om Vedalmi Devi Saraswati Adhatu Om Medhame Ashvino Devam Dhatam Pushkarasraja. Angasparsha, touching of the limbs, first the lips, the nostrils, the eyes, and then the ears and shoulders. Om Vakchama Apyayatam Om Pranaschama Apyayatam Om Chakshuschama Apyayatam Om Shrotram Chama Apyayatam Om Yashobalam Chama Apyayatam. We can take our seats as Bhai Devendra Ji will lead us in our Pujani.
Can you ask our Mahila to join as well? And all of us. Pujaniya Prabhu Hamari. Pujaniya Prabhu Hamare Bhava Ujjwal Kijiye Chor Dewe Chal Kapat Ko Manasik Ved ki gaye रचाए सत्य को धारण करे
वर्ष में हो मार्ग सारे शोध सागर से
अश्वमेधाधिक रचाए यज्ञ पर उपकार को ममर्यादा चला कर लाभ
संसार
स्वर्त भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो ईरन ममता हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हे ईश्वर सब सुखी हो कोई न हो दुखाए सब हो निरोग भगवन धन दान के भंडारी सब भाड़ बाढ़ देंगे सन्मान के फलिक हो दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी हे ईश्वर सब सुखी हो.
May we all have peace and may no one suffer any pains. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now I invite our Sabhapati for today, Bahen Shivi, to over to the microphone.
Revered and illustrious Pandits, mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, and children of Vedic Dharma, my supreme namaste. Once again, it's my pleasure to welcome all of you to our Sunday morning satsang. We are immensely grateful to have all of you joining us this morning. I know it's a busy season and we all have multiple commitments, but we appreciate you being here. And we do hope that our satsang open up your spiritual hearts and that you are able to observe that peace and harmony and tranquility that has radiated from our prayers. Today's satsang is conducted by our Mahila group, and I am so proud of Purohit Gita, Purohit Darshani, and Pandita Nirvani for leading us in such a sanctified Sandhya and Havan. It's a testimony to the vision of our great Rishi, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, that our mothers and sisters and daughters have the potential and capabilities to do Sandhya and Havan. And I hope that you all are being inspired and motivated to do the same. To begin the second segment of our program today, I would like to call upon our Chairman of Trustees. He's the Rock of our Mandir, by Sagar Rajpal, for his remarks.
Thank you very much, Bahen Shivi. Revered Pandits, Panditas, fellow devotees, namaste. First, let me take this opportunity on behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center to welcome you to our satsang this morning. Those of you who are here in the Mandir and those of you who are watching us online. We are very grateful for your participation every Sunday morning. We have another good crowd here this morning, and we want to thank especially those who are here today. And I see some new faces. Just a show of hands. Are you those of you who are here for the first time, can you raise your hand if you're here for the first time? No? Okay, so we do have some hands in the back. We want to thank you for coming. I know Mataji Noreen and by Sinat, has been coming to this Mandir for a long time. I know the grandsons are here for the first time. We want to invite you to come every Sunday, or at least once a month. At least once a month. Come with your grandma. Come here once a month. Your nanny. Come with your nanny once a month and visit us. We'd be very grateful if you can be here and share with our satsang every Sunday morning. Now, I just want I know we will have announcements later. I just want to make a clarion call. We have two major events coming up. We have the camp that's just starting tomorrow, and we have the Arya Mahasammelan, which is at the end of the month, end of July, which is 18 through, I believe, the 21st. So I know that we've been talking about making donations on behalf of these events, and we are very grateful. We have got some good responses. A lot of you have donated meals for the camp. I think we have like 4 or 5 days covered. We've received donations, but we still have a long way to go. So if you would like to still contribute towards the camp, please do so, and you will hear more about that during announcements. Also, similarly, for the Arya Mahasammelan, we're also collecting donations, which will be matching, which we'll be giving to the Arya Mahasammelan. So we want to encourage you, if you would like to do that, please do so by the end of this week. And Bahin Darshani will give you details in terms of how you can do that. If you're not here today, and we have some online solutions, we can do that. So I know that it is a long program. It's very busy. I'm going to turn you back over to Bahinji.
Thank you so much, Bhai Sagar. And for our next item, we will be having a congregational bhajan. And this will be led by our very talented president, Sohan Singh. Please join your sweet and devotional voices. Thank you.
Namaste. Please turn to page 179 in our Atmagit. And on behalf of the executive, I'd like to say happy birthday to Hi Ryan, Hi Rich, happy birthday, and also to Taji Rohan. I'm happy that you're here with us this morning, and that shows that you've somewhat recovered from your illness. And so this Geet says that, Lord, true bliss can be had only at your lotus feet. And so regardless whether we're celebrating a birthday, a graduation, or recovering from ill health, just be reminded that we should always remember our Lord. And it says that even if dark times was to surround us, still our minds would and should not waver, but would continue to be focused on the Lord's feet.
मिलता है सच्चा सुख केवल भगवान तुम्हारी चरणों में
मिलता
है सच्चा सुख केवल भगवान तुम्हारी
चरणों में
यदि बैरी सब संसार बने, ओ यदि बैरी सब संसार बने, मेरा जीवन मुझ पर भार बने, मेरा जीवन मुझ पर भार बने, चाहे मौत गले का हार बने, रहे ध्यान तुम्हारी चरणों में, मिलता है सच्चा सुख केवल भगवान तुम्हारी
चरणों में।
कहीं संकट निया गिरा हो कहीं संकट निया गिरा हो, चाहे चारों ओर अंधेरा हो, चाहे चारों ओर अंधेरा हो, पर चित ना डगमग मीरा हो, रहे ध्यान तुम्हारी चरणों में, मिलता है सच्चा सुख केवल भगवान तुम्हारी चरणों में, भगवान तुम्हारी चरणों में, भगवान तुम्हारी चरणों में।
Thank you so much, Bhai Sohan, for that devotional, because he said, "O God, O Paramatma, O Lord, only three bliss can be found at your feet." To pay homage to our great Rishi, week after week, we have been reading the 10 principles of Arya Samaj. And today, this will be done by our very own Purohit Geeta Raman, who is the Dharampatni of Pandit Deepak Raman, and our heroic son, Devesh Sukhdev. Please come forward to the podium.
Namaste everyone.
Namaste.
आर्य समाज के 10 नियम। प्रथम नियम, सब सत्य विद्या और जो पदार्थ विद्या से जाने जाते हैं उन सब का आदि मूल परमेश्वर है।
First principle, God is the primary cause of all spiritual and physical sciences and of all everything known through their means.
द्वितीय नियम, ईश्वर सच्चिद आनंद स्वरूप निराकार सर्वशक्तिमान न्यायकारी दयालु अजन्मा अनंत निर्विकार अनादि अनुपम सर्वधार सर्वेश्वर सर्वव्यापक सर्वांतर्यामी अजर अमर अभय नित्य पवित्र और सृष्टिकर्ता है, उसी के उपासना करने योग्य है।
Second principle, God is existent, intelligent, and blissful. He is formless, omnipotent, just, kind, unborn, endless, unchangeable, beginless, unequaled, the support of all, the Lord of all, omnipresent, immanent, unaging, immortal, fearless, eternal, holy, and the creator of the universe. He only should be communed with.
तृतीय नियम, वेद सब सत्य विद्याओं का पुस्तक है। वेद का पढ़ना पढ़ाना सुनना सुनाना सब आर्यों का परम धर्म है।
Third principle, Ved is the scripture of all true knowledge. Reading, teaching, hearing, and reciting the Veda is the first duty of all Aryans.
चतुर्थ नियम, सत्य को ग्रहण करने और असत्य को छोड़ने में सर्वदा उद्यत रहना चाहिए.
Fourth principle, one should always be prepared to accept truth and reject falsehood.
पंचम नियम, सब काम धर्म अनुसार अर्थात सत्य और असत्य को विचार करके करने चाहिए.
Fifth principle, all work should be done in keeping with righteousness, is that after due reflection over right and wrong.
षष्ठ नियम, संस्कार का उपकार करना इस समाज का मुख्य उद्देश्य है, अर्थात शारीरिक, आत्मिक और सामाजिक उन्नति करना.
Sixth principle, to do good to the whole world is the main object of this Samaj, is that to improve the physical, spiritual, and social states of human experience.
सत्यम नियम, सबसे प्रीतिपूर्वक धर्म अनुसार यथा योग्य बरतना चाहिए.
Seventh principle, one should have dealings with all in accordance with love, law, and proprieties.
अष्टम नियम, अविद्या का नाश और विद्या की वृद्धि करनी चाहिए.
Eighth principle, one should always promote knowledge and dispel ignorance.
नवम नियम, प्रत्येक को अपनी ही उन्नति में संतुष्ट न रहना चाहिए, किंतु सबकी उन्नति में अपनी उन्नति समझनी चाहिए.
Ninth principle, no one should remain content with his, her own prosperity. Individual prosperity should be considered in the prosperity of all.
दशम नियम, सब मनुष्यों को सामाजिक सर्वहितकारी नियम पालने में परतंत्र रहना चाहिए और प्रत्येक हितकारी नियम में सब स्वतंत्र रहे.
10th principle, everyone should be bound in following altruistic social rules. However, in matters relating to personal welfare, let all be free.
Thank you and namaste.
Thank you so much. And I want to compliment our son again for being brave and taking the challenge to come up. And we encourage you to come more often. Okay? Thank you. For our next bhajan, I would like to invite my Mahila sister, and she's a Purohit, and Purohit Sudeshna, to come forward and give us her rendition.
Page 83. ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन, ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन, वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे, वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे. ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन, ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन, वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे. पूजा कर दूर हुए दुख ताप रे मन दूर हुए दुख ताप रे मन वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे कर संध्या और पार्क गायत्री कर संध्या और पार्क गायत्री मिट जावे संताप रे मन मिट जावे संताप रे मन वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे शोरा सत्य को सत्य ग्रहण कर शोरा सत्य को सत्य ग्रहण कर नष्ट हुए सब पाप रे मन नष्ट हुए सब पाप रे मन वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन ईश्वर का जप जाप रे मन वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे वृथा काहे को जन्म गवावे
Thank you, Behin Sudeshna, for your melodious voice and for your devotional bhajan. We cannot emphasize how important it is to keep chanting God's name. To keep you abreast of what's going on in our mandir and in our community, I have the pleasure in asking our very young Purohit, Darshini Singh. She's a young mother and an educator by profession, and she's excelling in her spiritual endeavors. She's the daughter of our president, and I will ask her to come forward and give us the announcements. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. So I'll go through the regular programming that we have, and then I will give you the save the dates. As many of you should be aware by now, we have Zoom classes with Panadeepak every Thursday. The time has changed for the summer. Instead of 7:30, we're now starting at 8 p.m. Every Thursday again. So every Thursday, 8 p.m., you can join Panadeepak on his Zoom sessions for discussions on the Sakyat Prakash. And we've also been having different guests come on. So for example, last week we had a guest who spoke about cancer. And there are different topics that Panadeepak will focus on just to change things up and to keep everyone interested. Today's program was led by the Mahila. If you're interested in participating in the Mahila, we invite you to join us. Panita Nirvani is the lead liaison for that program. So if you'd like to join, please reach out to her. We also have a Sangeet session that is pretty new. So it's for all who, if you're interested in learning to sing, congregational style, individually, there is a Sangeet program that a few boys here, I believe Niraj, are you a part of it? And Deepak and Rajan, they have initiated this. The next one is, let me see. The next one is after the Gayatri Havan, which is July 7th. So after that Havan, if you'd like to stay on and join the boys in rehearsing and practicing for maybe a Geet or a bhajan for another program, we invite you to do so. At the same time? Okay, so they also do basic Hindi at the same time. So Hindi and Sangeet, all for free, of course. So please stay back if you're interested and join them. We also have our camp coming up, and Paisagar mentioned this briefly. It starts tomorrow, and it goes until July 14th, and the graduation will take place on July 14th. If you have not registered, kids, I encourage you, I'm sure we have applications at the back, encourage you to register for tomorrow's camp. It is very fun. You'll learn a lot from our pundits. You'll have lectures. You'll have fun in the afternoon. There's a lot of food. Let me tell you, a lot of the kids, they love the food, especially Auntie Boja's cook-up rice and her okra. They can't wait for that. They request that. So come for the food, come for the fun, come for learning. We invite you to join the camp. And on a serious note, you know, the camp requires a lot of supplies and a lot of things for the children, t-shirts, food, toiletries. If you're willing to make a donation to support our children, if you'd like to purchase something or if you'd like to make a monetary donation, we would love to have that. We welcome your donation. Please reach out to someone on the executive. Auntie Davy, she is the coordinator alongside with Diana. We really would love your donation and we would appreciate it. If you'd like to sponsor a meal for the children, all of that is welcome. And just let us know if you'd like to do that. Sorry, I have a lot of announcements. We also have the Sammelan coming up, and you've heard about that. We've had the hosts of the Sammelan come, and they've talked about it. Today is the last day for early bird registration, the last day. Guys, if you want to go to the Sammelan there, it makes no sense to pay more tomorrow. Register today. It's cheaper. You get a lot of resources from the Sammelan. It's you could do Havan. You can meet everyone. It's a great time. Just register today. Don't wait for tomorrow and pay that extra money. Do it today. All right. The early bird registration ends today. And also, if you'd like to make a donation for that on behalf of our Samaj or yourself, please let Paisagar know, Panit Bharat, anyone on the executive. We'd contribute as a Samaj, make a nice donation towards the Sammelan. We are hosting in the tri-state, so we have to make a good impression, right? We have to bring them back to New York City. So if you would like to make a donation, we would love for you to do that. And you can make that donation via PayPal or Zelle. It could be monetary and cash, or it could be paperless. So if you'd like to do paperless, we have Zelle and PayPal. And for Zelle, you can use our email address, which is aryaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. CENTRE. Do not send it to CENTER because you're going to send it to the wrong place. So aryaspiritualcenter, CENTRE@gmail.com. Final announcement. Okay, so August is coming up, which means that Ramayan in the Park is coming up, and we have the flyer for that. It will take place from Sunday, August 11th to Saturday, August 18th at the Arya Spiritual Center grounds. So that's Ramayan in the Park. And this year, I'm looking at the lineup of the pundits. I don't see Pandita Bharti or Pandit Ravi on here, but I do see Pandit Niraj Ramsamuj. He is one of the pundits who will be presenting at Ramayana in the Park on Tuesday, August 13th. And we would like to support him, right? I'm looking at this lineup. When you see this flyer, he might be one of the youngest pundits on this flyer. Let's all go out and support him. And if you would like to be Yajman, or if you'd like to make a donation or food, volunteer food, whatever you would like to give, and let us support him, let someone from the executive know, and let's all come out and be there for him on Tuesday, August 13th. You're going to hear these announcements again as reminders, but that's all I have for today. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Purohit Darshini. And we are very good with our timing. And for our final bhajan, I would like to call no other than our own Pandit, Pandit Prakash. He's one of the Pandits who has religiously served the Arya Spiritual Center in many aspects. And one of his bhajans I love to hear him sing is Tu Pyar Ka Sagar Hai, but I am not sure if he will do that today.
Thank you very much. It's on page 273. So we'll do that bhajan, that geet. And before I do mine, I just want to make a plea to all our male members of the Mandir. At the camp, we see the females coming to volunteer. Bhai Paras, Bhai Mohan, Bhai Rishi, if you're around, please come. Bhai Nar, come and give us some help. Bhai Navin, if it can be in the morning, in the afternoon, we need help. So come, and whatever time you can come in, please come in and help us with the camp. Tu pyar ka sagar hai, tu pyar ka sagar hai. तेरी एक बूंद के प्यासे हम, तेरी एक बूंद के प्यासे हम, लौटा जो दिया तूने, लौटा जो दिया तूने, चले जाएंगे जहाँ से हम, चले जाएंगे जहाँ से हम, तू प्यार का सागर है, तू प्यार का सागर है। घायल मन का पागलपन छी उड़ने को बेकरार, उड़ने को बेकरार, पंख है कोमल, सांस है धुंधली, जान है सागर पार, जान है सागर पार। अब तू इसे समझा, अब तू इसे समझा, राह भूले थे कहाँ से हम, राह भूले थे कहाँ से हम, तू प्यार का सागर है, तू प्यार का सागर है। इधर झूम के गाए जिंदगी, उधर भक्त करी उधर है मौत खड़ी कौन क्या जाने कहाँ है सीमा उलझनवान परी उलझनवान परी कानों में जरा कह दे कानों में जरा कह दे कि आए कौन दिशा से हम कि आए कौन दिशा से हम तू प्यार का सागर है तू प्यार का सागर है तेरी एक बूंद के प्यासे हम तेरी एक बूंद के प्यासे हम लौटा जो दिया तूने लौटा जो दिया तूने चली जाएंगे जहाँ से हम चले जाएंगे जहाँ से हम तू प्यार का सागर है तू प्यार का सागर है तू प्यार का सागर है Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pandit Prakash ji. When you sing this bhajan, I feel God's love is flowing in every cell of my body. Thank you so much. Our satsang is never completed without a message, or I will say a spiritual prasad. And for today's prasad, I would like to call on the other half of Pandit Prakash, Bahin Sirmati Prasad, and some of us call her Auntie Joan. She's a pillar of this Samaj. She's an educator and one of my role models here at the Ariel Spiritual Center. When I started this mandir very young, she had inspired and touched me in many ways. So over to you, my dear sister.
Namaste. Namaste, everyone. And thank you, Ben Shivis, for such a warm and gracious welcome. Arya Spiritual Center has been my home, and every time I come here, it's coming home. And namaste once again. Thank you all for being here, and for all of those who are watching us live. We welcome you again to this beautiful, sacred, sanctified Sandhya and Havan that we have participated in this morning. Join me in this opening prayer. It's in your Vaidika Radhana, page 119 or 120. Om Balam Dehi Tanushno Balam Indranalutsunaha Balam Tokayatanyaya Jivase Tvam Hi Balada Asim. O Supreme Lord, giver of strength and energy, give strength and energy to our body. Give strength and energy to the five senses of action and the five senses of perception, which give this body its form. Give strength and energy to children for long life. O Master, for you are the giver of strength and vitality. I chose this mantra particularly, it's one of my favorite, but particularly because of the theme for today. And Bahin Nirvani earlier attributed to that theme. So when she asked me to prepare a message for the Mahela for today, I chose to focus on Alzheimer's disease and brain awareness, since the month of June is dedicated to this cause. This topic is especially relevant at this time, as many of us know someone affected by Alzheimer's. I witnessed its impact on my loved ones, close relatives, friends, and members of our community. The reality is, many of our generation are becoming caregivers for parents with Alzheimer's disease or dementia. Raising awareness is crucial as it highlights our shared responsibility. By educating ourselves early, we can better cope when the time comes to care for someone with Alzheimer's. Another sobering reality is that any one of us could face this degenerative condition as we age. This topic hits close to home for me, as I know several people who endured Alzheimer's for over a decade, completely unaware of their loved ones. Watching their rapid decline is heartbreaking. The statistics I will share in this presentation highlight the urgent need for all of us to better understand this disease. I hope that this presentation will provide an overview and encourage further research on Alzheimer's disease. My first encounter with Alzheimer's, with the word, this funny word, Alzheimer's, was through the novel The Notebook by Nicholas Spark, where the main character, Ali, suffers from the disease. And that was way back in 1996-97. Years later, I saw the movie adaptation and was very moved by it. Coincidentally, that actress who played Ali has now been diagnosed with Alzheimer's in real life. Last year, the AARP magazine, and if you contribute to it, read it from front page to back page. It published a compelling article on Alzheimer's. And then later, actually in 2021, Sanjay Gupta, famous doctor and TV personality as well, reporter, published his bestseller, Keep Sharp, Build a Better Brain at Any Age. It was timely for me at the time, as I noticed my mother showing what we thought was early signs of dementia. Fortunately, my mother's early signs of Alzheimer's were delayed thanks to early intervention by my sister, who's a dedicated healthcare professional and specializes in geriatric care. So using a team approach, we were able to save her from reaching that stage, as several of her family members had done. So our next slide provides us with the scope of this presentation. I hope to cover a basic understanding of Alzheimer's, present you some statistics, some stages of Alzheimer's, some conditions that cause Alzheimer's, some signs and symptoms, behavioral changes in individuals with AD, the risk factor and prevention, caring for someone with Alzheimer's, and caregivers burnout. It's a lot to cover, and we might have to gloss over some of them. And before I delve into Alzheimer's itself, I want to draw a distinction between Alzheimer's and dementia. So here's a visual on what is the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia. So sometimes we use the terms interchangeably. Someone has dementia and we say it's Alzheimer's. That's not so. Dementia is the broad umbrella term for all major neurocognitive disorders and changes from things like brain injuries, vascular dementia, which is what most people tend to have, and strokes that could lead to Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a specific disease characterized by memory change or decline beyond what is normal aging. So that is Alzheimer's. So if you have Alzheimer's, you have dementia. But if you have dementia, you don't necessarily have Alzheimer's. And this is another one. Alzheimer's is irreversible, cannot be changed. There are no drugs that can cure Alzheimer's. We can improve symptoms with treatment, but we can't cure it. Dementia, caused by many diseases, by strokes, by thyroid issues, by heart issues, by endocrine issues like diabetes and kidneys, and from reactions to medications, brain tumors, would lead to dementia. Potentially, it's reversible. With early intervention and treatment, we can slow the process of dementia. So, having said that, we'll now look at the slide that draws that gives us a definition of Alzheimer's. And I think we missed that. So, understanding Alzheimer's disease, the National Association of Alzheimer's defines Alzheimer's as a progressive neurological disorder causing the brain cell to die. And then what happens is the brain shrinks. It impacts or destroys our cognitive function, our ability to take in information, process information, and then tell us back that information in a factual manner. It affects memory or thinking or language or behavior, and it affects our problem solving. It's most common. It's the most common type of dementia. About 60 to 80 cases of dementia are Alzheimer's cases. And this funny name, I came to realize, was named after a German psychiatrist, Alois Alzheimer. He did a lot of work on neuroscience and brain surgeries and brain research. Our next two slides points us to how a person with Alzheimer's will decline. On the left side of the brain, we would see at the top the cerebral cortex, which is responsible for language and for processing information. And if you look on the right side, you would see how the cells have diminished. They're shrinking. The ventricles are filled with cerebrospinal fluid and they grow larger. And then at the bottom where we have the hippocampus, and our educators would know because we deal with hippocampus when we have to study children, it's critical to the formation of new memories. And so a person with Alzheimer's, that hippocampus shrinks and they cannot process new memory. And that is why sometimes Alzheimer's, people with Alzheimer's would have very good long-term memory, but short-term memory is not there. And then in the next slide, You will see, and it's kind of light, but you will see how it's mild cognitive impairment, which is neither dementia nor Alzheimer's, starts. But by the time it gets to Alzheimer's level, the mild dementia, you see how the color changes there? It becomes moderate, and then at the severe level, that's what the brain looks like. And so, as I mentioned, it is very crucial that we all educate ourselves on this disease. It's around us, and we perhaps can get it at some point. The early signs of Alzheimer's would be memory loss, confusion with time and place, mood and personality changes. Person gets agitated very easily. I saw that with my own mom. And luckily she didn't get to that stage, but this normally calm, composed person became very agitated over little things. She would even forget that she had her meal. And so there are mood shifts. There are frequent falling. They fall because their gait, their manner of walking changes. And so sometimes they become paranoid. And I've seen that in other family members where they're so paranoid, they don't trust family members. They accuse caregivers of taking their stuff, of hiding their stuff, of taking their money, where they hide their own things and they can't find it afterwards. So that is a real symptom. And so the current statistics, believe it or not, is nearly 7 million people in America who are living with Alzheimer's. And it's the 5th leading cause of death among people aged 65 in the year 2021. And the projections are frightening because it's expected to rise to 13 million by 2050, and the healthcare cost to the next generation, because we have already put into it, is 360 billion by the end of this year and 1 trillion by the end of 2050. So it's scary, it's frightening, it's real. And there are, just very quickly, there are 3 types of Alzheimer's disease. It includes the early onset Alzheimer's, which is just about 5% of the cases, and that's between the ages of 40 to 60, 50 actually. And that's because of traumatic events that could cause that. Or it could be from what they call familial, which means genetic, your family disposition. But that's only 1% of cases. And then the late onset Alzheimer's disease affects people over 65. Frightening for those of us who are there and have gone past it. And it's the most common type of Alzheimer's disease. Good thing is there is ongoing research, nothing concrete as yet, but there is ongoing research to see how they could slow it down. And our next slide, it gives us in depth some more symptoms. The memory, the recalling of recent events, like not remembering they ate, like not remember who called them or who visited them, not recognizing who they are. The inability to recognize family members becomes the advanced stage of Alzheimer's. And I'm sure you and I know those people. We visited someone last year. He did a Hawan for his 65th birthday, knew all of us, and this year he doesn't know any of us when you show up there. Sometimes they have difficulty with daily routines, like going to the bathroom not knowing what to do, like forgetting to brush their teeth. They don't know what to do. They don't know what they're wearing, what to wear. And then they show anxiety, aggression, and wandering. And some of you may know of people who wander, and then what caregivers have to do is bolt the doors from inside so they can't get to it. And then in the final stage, total care is required. So it makes significant changes for family members. And there, it's a visual on what to expect, the confusion with time and place, the difficulty completing familiar tasks, difficulty solving problems, misplacing items, memory loss, withdrawal from society. They no longer want to be with other people. Part of their depression also. They have trouble with images, they have poor judgment, they're unfounded emotions, they don't know when to smile, when to laugh, when to cry, when to be angry. Everything is like interchanging. And then they have difficulty with speech and language patterns. Conditions that can cause the dementia or Alzheimer's is medication reactions, believe it or not. And when you think of it, every medication you take has a range of side effects. And you wonder, should I take it? There are so many other side effects to this medication. Then there is metabolic and endocrine issues, ability to digest your food, digestion, diabetes, kidney failure. There are nutritional deficiencies, not eating right. And Bhante Nirvani has addressed that in this Monday, and she continues to talk about it. Infections that could lead to these symptoms also. And then poisoning in the body, toxins in the body, brain tumors, anoxia and hypoxia, which is the lack of oxygen going to the brain, not reaching the brain, heart and lung problems, substance abuse, indulging in smoking and alcohol to great levels can contribute to that. And then, of course, there is the vitamins B1, B6, and B12 deficiencies. And my advice at the bottom there is don't start taking vitamins unless you talk with your doctor. Because if you're taking medications, you can have side effects. Risk factors would be your age, genetics, a little bit of your family history. That's why it's important for families to share their history. Families sometimes don't like to share their history. They don't want to talk about it because they feel embarrassed, especially our people coming from Guyana and the West Indies. We don't like to share our personal stories about our health, but please, it's important to do so other generations can learn and know what to expect and take precautions. And so your gender, believe it or not, women are more likely to have Alzheimer's than men. I don't know. Maybe it's the stress factor. Maybe it's having to meet so many challenges in life. But women are very susceptible. Having cardiovascular diseases, heart, head trauma, our lifestyle, and our heart health, our educational levels, and our cognitive engagement. How often are we reading and engaging ourselves in conversations and learning a new language and interacting with others and doing some research and not just watching cricket or sports or singing some songs alone. Singing is good. Dancing is good too. But, everything in its own time. I know some people who watch cricket and they're playing the game there, right? But all of that is good, keeping you engaged. And then, of course, chronic diseases and sleep disorders, all of which can lead to depression. So it's very real. And our next slide is how to treat Alzheimer's. Dementia versus aging. Dementia is more common in the elderly, but is not a normal part of aging. You don't have to be old to have dementia, and you don't have to say, I'm getting old, so I'm having dementia. I can't remember where I put my glasses, where I put my phone. that's not just dementia. Contributing factors would be your genetics, your lifestyle, your heart disease, diabetes, all of these can contribute. The symptom management, treatments management do not cure the disease. Medications may temporarily slow it down. Our quality of life, treatments, lifestyle adjustments, brain therapy, and support aim to improve quality of life. All of these are involved if we really want to take care of our health. And now, caring for someone with Alzheimer's, some understandings, we have to seek resources, whether through our reading, whether listening to documentaries, whatever it is, we have to ensure that the person is in a safe environment and cannot harm or injure themselves. We have to use distractions. In other words, when they tell you one thing, try to see how gently, lovingly, kindly you can distract their thoughts. When my mom was going through a period of depression, I refrained from, and I would tell all my siblings, don't call her and ask her how you're doing. Call her and say, hey, Mom, it's a lovely day today. Start with an affirmative. So she takes her mind off how I'm feeling. Because you call me and say, how are you feeling? Oh, I'm not feeling good today. Joan didn't cook a good meal today. I didn't eat anything. No, dwell in the affirmative. Now, prefer always non-medication to medication. Non-medication is your first line. Now, team effort. It involves a team of caregivers. You can't do it alone. If you have siblings, involve them. They need to help you out, because if not, you'll get burnt out. You need to talk to good friends, people who can support you, people who can give you a day off, an hour off. And sometimes you need respite. You need to say, I need a week away from home. I need time away so I can deal with this. I'll come back refreshed and rejuvenated to start all over again. Major challenges would be the emotional stress that you face, the physical demands of handling someone with Alzheimer's, the financial burden, because you might have to take off more than you'd like to from work. It's time management, balancing caregiving with other responsibilities, and isolation, feeling like you're dealing with this alone. It can affect your relationships, spousal relationships, children relationships, friend relationships, other family relationships. It's a strain on your loved ones, and you're risking burnout. So again, educate yourself, take care of yourself. Self-care is paramount and primary. Prioritize your health and engage in relaxing activities. Take up a sport, cricket, whatever, tennis, pickleball. Ladies love to do pickleball. Whatever it is, dancing. Seek support, join caregiver support groups, and utilize whatever sources and resources are in your communities. I know on the island there are lots and lots of free programs. I'm sure there are everywhere else. And seek help from family members and social services. In our mandir here, we have Banjas, who is a certified social worker. We can call on her too. And then here's what a healthy lifestyle would look like. Eat healthy. And on the other side, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Drink a lot of water. 64 to 70 ounces to start with for the day. Less than that is not good enough. And then, again, eating organic food, playing sports, breathing clean air. No, you can do that so much in New York City, but yes, you can somewhere. Walk in the park. You have greenery. You have oxygen. drink more water, and then caring for someone is love and understanding and compassion. It's the only thing that will carry you through when someone has Alzheimer's. So many of you I know have seen this. I'm hoping that whatever I've said has made some meaning, has drawn, some awareness to it. And in closing, remember that understanding and supporting those who are affected with Alzheimer's is a shared responsibility. Our Mandir family is part of your family. Make use of them. And remember one thing, you are never alone in this journey. And so that brings me to what our Shastras tell us. Our Shastras are a source of comfort to us in times of struggles, in times of challenges, in times of need. It should be a source of comfort to us all the time. Let's go to our Shastras. Chanting mantras can be inspiring and encouraging and providing hope in moments of our despair, when we feel alone and misunderstood because we are caring for a loved one who tells somebody else that's not what we're doing. It's challenging. Mantras like the Maha Gayatri Savitri Guru mantra like the Mrityu Jaya mantra, all of these will help us to bring calmness, clarity, and compassion, peace to our frustrations and our stress. Practicing rituals, sandhya, lighting a diya, all of those can give us calmness and peace. And then I want to finally end by going through this mantra that we all know, we chant all the time. And so chant with me this mantra. Om Bhadram Karnebih Srinuyam Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabiryajatraha Sthirangais Tushtavam Sastanobhir Vyashemahi Devahitam Yadayuho. O Devas, may we hear with our ears what is auspicious or favorable. May we see with our eyes what is pleasant or benevolent. With a healthy body and strong limbs, may we enjoy a lifespan allotted by the Devas, finding fulfillment in our lives. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
What a profound and inspiring message. I know Bahinsir's sister is in a medical field, but when I listened to her today, I thought I'm listening to a medical doctor. Thank you for bringing this awareness to all of us. And friends, prevention is better than cure. So without further ado, and before I call on Pandita Nirvani to lead us in the arti, I just want to say thank you for all those who have contributed today to make this program a success. We sincerely appreciate sharing your wealth of knowledge, your time, your expertise, your talents to make this a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Have a fabulous week ahead and do join us again next week, same time, same place. We love to have you here. Over to Pandita Nirvani. And Darshani too, sorry.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों
संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनसे मन का। स्वामी दुख विनसे मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। शांति पातः। ओम ध्यान शांति रंतरिक्षम शांति पृथ्वी शांति रापः शांति रोषधयः शांति वनस्पतयः शांति विश्वे देवाः शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वं शांति।
शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा
शांतिरेधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो मरियारम पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो गीता का योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। भोजन मंत्र। ओम अनपते अनस्य नो देहि यनमिवस्य सुष्मिना प्राप्रातारं तादिशा ऊर्जनो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Namaste. And to everyone that helped to prepare our lunch today, we thank you. And we hope you have a blessed week ahead. Namaste.